Alright, so in this interview with Mooga, aka Mike,
Oh, TCA, we are.
so what is your objective with this music?
Honestly, just making a living off what I love to do.
What made you decide you love to do music?
Always been a fan of music, always listened to music, but I don't know, never really tried rapping till like, I don't know, boom, maybe do it just once. And ever since then, I was just hooked on trying to rap. Messed around with it, realized I got some skill. I see a lot of people who do it, and I rap better than them. And I just started out, and I'm still progressing. So potential's there, and I see it in myself. So keep pushing forward.
What's the message you're trying to put across with your music?
Realness.
What describe realness?
Just try to give people like all aspects of my life. 'Cause I feel as if people can relate to what people are really saying. Not everybody got $5,000 to spend on a makeup bag every time they fuck up. You know what I mean? So, just saying. Just realness in my music. I feel as if anything that I say, especially when I'm rapping and stuff, it just people can relate to it. And one of my biggest one of my people that I'm like, really on is Joe Budden.
Why?
Because every time he writes or he say anything, it's like I can relate to him. And that's how I want people to feel about my music. Every time I speak, I want them to feel as if they can relate to me. When I'm feeling a certain way, I listen to Joe Budden. I want people to be like, when they feel a certain way, let me listen to Mooga.
What way do you want them to feel when they feel as though they have to listen to your music?
Well, it depends on the tone of the song. I do everything based on how I feel. It could be, if they feeling depressed, I'll have a depressed song for that. If they feeling happy, I got a happy song for that. If they feel like clubbing, I have a clubbing song for that. I'm never just on just being one-dimensional. I like to be versatile.
So what was your first, as you say, dimension? What got you hooked at first? What was your first style of music? Like, not everybody comes out versatile. What was your first flow? What did you feel as though you need to start out with?
I'm mostly, on a lot of my tracks, I tend to no chorus, just go in like the whole track, just on how I feel. Like on certain songs, well, mixtape ain't out yet, but like on Falling Snow, it's just like me going in for 3 minutes, just venting on how I feel, talk about different things that affected me at this point in my life, like whether me beefing with my girl, or demons and shit like that, like the problems I have with my pops, or just different things how I'm feeling at this moment in time. It could even be about my friends at that point in time of how I'm feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's pretty much it. Just venting. Music to me is a way to vent. So when I'm venting, it just makes me feel better afterwards. And some things come out artistically that can't be said in words regularly.
Yeah.
And that's how music is.
So what's your long-term goal?
Long-term goal, just like the first goal, man. Just make a living out of this. Just because it's something I like to do, not something that's like a job for me. I could wake up and write songs all day, but I don't want to wake up with a 9 to 5 and be like, I don't want to, go to work today and shit like that. I don't feel that way with music. When you're little, everybody want to do everything they want to do. Be policeman, be fireman, etc. That's the type of feeling I get when I do music.
So if you could work with one major artist out right now, who would it be?
Wouldn't be major. It would be underground. Joe Budden.
But that's not what I asked you.
I want that collab.
But if you could work with one major artist, who would it be?
One major artist? It wouldn't be Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne featured on anybody's song. He does fucking terrible. Just listen to Men Lie, Women Lie. But major, does J. Cole count?
No.
I guess
Like somebody who always established a footprint in hip hop.
It'll be Jay-Z.
Alright, why?
Because Jay, once you reached a level, it was, cause I mean, everybody know the man's rich or whatever the case may be. He definitely did his thing with music and brought it into business. So once I hit that level where I'm rhyming with Jay-Z, that means I made it somewhere.
Okay.
Cause I'm the same nigga that be all throughout these streets or in the hood and shit like that. And next thing you know, to see me rapping with Jay-Z, niggas like, wow, he really made it a long way. So that'd be kind of like a stepping stone to show people. I mean, I will already feel like I'm good, but I'll show people the steps that I did make.
Yeah.
So
growing up, who was your influences in music that once you did begin rapping, you was like, yeah, I want to be like these niggas, or I want to be bigger than these niggas?
I always switched, but it's like, you know, middle school, I was a Cassidy / Dipset head. I mean, everybody knows that. I always stay with different types of music, like rock music and stuff like that. I listen to that too, I'm not gonna lie. But, I don't know, man. When I was listening to the Joe Budden's first CD, that pretty much was like I said, it spoke to me. Like, all people remember is Pump It Up. Listen to the rest of it. He was speaking on some deep shit that I really related to. Especially the song 10 Minutes, actually 10 minutes long. He's venting like about his father and different shit like that. I felt him on that. And ever since then, it was just like, I mean, that's my guy right there. Like, every time I listen to him, that's my nigga.
So what do you feel about such artists as, you know, artists that are up and coming, Wiz Khalifa, you know, Lupe Fiasco actually blew up and he's doing his thing right now. But as far as music like that, where it's uptone but deep thought music, what do you think about such things like that?
I can't really say much about Wiz Khalifa. I don't really listen to him. Everything I heard was about weed, and I don't even smoke, so it's not my type of scene. But Lupe, on the other hand, I feel Lupe too. He was one of my favorite rappers at the time too. He just went MIA for a little bit, so. That's the only reason why I slowed down on listening to him. But he's definitely one of my favorites. I don't feel no type of way about any of them. I think Lupe's a monster. I don't know really too much about Wiz though.
What do you feel about the difference between down south music and East Coast music, West Coast music? You know, everybody got their own style and genre. Everybody's coming out with their own thing. You know, down south's doing their dance thing, West Coast still doing their laid back gangster movement, and East Coast is still rapping about the struggle. What do you think about that?
Everybody raps to what's happening in their environment. Or at least any real person raps to what's happening in their environment. You know what I mean? They speak about what happens in their life or what's important for them in their life. You go down to Atlanta, there's nothing but a whole bunch of clubs down there. Club scene is their life. That's how it gets down. Same thing on the West Coast. A lot of them are banging. They still on that type of shit, so it speaks to that in their music. East Coast, there's a lot of us in these little ass apartments close together, you know what I mean? So eventually, yeah, a lot of us do struggle because of that. So that shows in our music. All music is poetry. It's hood poetry, that's all it is.
What steps are you taking to promote yourself more and get your stuff out there?
Well, I've been pretty much networking. Everything comes with networking, you know? You can't expect to make it anywhere if you're not trying to put yourself out there. And I've realized that. I was a little scary about the whole music thing. It's coming out of the blue, but I do feel as if I got the talent. So it's either one or the other. So I've really been trying to put myself out there with promoting, being on different websites. I'm about to be on that NewEnglandHipHop.com and shit. So I'm about to be buzzing all throughout New England. You know, trying to drop mixtape, be consistent with my music, and it's not only just putting out music. Not everybody make it out being like Gucci. You got to consistently put out good music for people that people want to listen to.
So what do you classify as good music that people want to listen to? What do you classify that majority of people would like to listen to? What sets you aside that you believe that majority of all these people around would like to listen to you, and that you think you would be an issue in the business for other rappers such as Jay-Z and people who take over on record sales? What makes you think you can reach that level?
Because, like I said, I feel as if I relate to people. Because, like I said, I don't just rap about the same thing everybody else rap about. Everything I rap about is so for complex emotions I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Some things people can't put in words. If I can say it, bam. And even if I have to go commercial, I can go commercial. I have moments when I feel commercial, so I write a song about being commercial, you know? So it's me not being one-dimensional. Me being versatile, I could catch ears of all people, not just one main group of people.
So what are you going to do as far as catching the eye of the Caucasian communities and the suburban communities? Because there's artists like 50 Cent, Eminem, Jay-Z, these big-time names making a slaughter over there in the suburbs. What are you going to do to appeal to that type of people?
shit, do I really have to? They appeal to us. But just like I said, just being versatile. I just think that's the biggest thing. If I be versatile, I could catch different ears. A lot of them, at least what I know, are real hip-hop heads, like Talib Kweli, old school type hip-hop. I got songs that got that feel. Like song I just finished, Being Myself, that got that type of feel.
But what are you going to do with the ever-changing industry as far as, you know, Lil Wayne trying to make hip-hop a gigantic change by bringing the rock mixed genre into the hip-hop community? You got people, you know, transforming East Coast rap, all the, you know, beatboxing, the hardcore beats, the bass, you know, the 808s and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I could do.
But do you think that you would? You think you're gonna expand and blow in the time before they try to detonate hip hop? Do you think you be the one that could save it?
Well, it's not about saving hip hop. It's like throughout the years, everything changes. People change, hip hop change, everything changes.
So, do you think you can restore?
It's not about restoring. You know what I mean?
Do you think you can put a dent in? Do you think you could? Do you think you're gonna set a footprint into this game, and when you're gone or when you're retired, that people are gonna look back like, damn, that's Mike's step?
I feel as if I can. You know what I mean? All it takes is the opportunity. If I get it, it's a wrap. Like I said, versatile. So as long as music changes, I could change right along with it. Doesn't matter how it changes. You know what I mean? Music is music. How I feel is how I write. Some people gonna be with it, some people won't be. You know what I mean? I just write about how I feel.
Alright, that's real talk. Look out for Mooga on YouTube. MOOGA MIKE, Mooga Mike on YouTube. Also, shout out to Moomy of DMG in Atlanta. Look him up too. Moom Daddy, MOOMDADDY.
Follow me on Twitter.
Follow him on Twitter.
That's at TCA Mooga.
And also look up TCA at Twitter /TCAENT and stay updated with us. This has been Raw Media. We're out.